Good evening, everyone. Hope you're all okay. Right, tonight something I've been thinking about. I want to talk about changing routines. Routines we've got to change. Because quite easily, us alcoholics, us addicts, we get into a pattern of a certain time we will have a drink, or when we've stopped drinking, when a certain time comes around, we think, oh, I would have had a drink now. I would have been drinking. It could be the news at 6 o'clock starting on TV. It could be finishing work at 5 o'clock and be 5:15, you were in the pub having a drink. Any of those routines you've just got to change. Like times you went shopping. Did you go just before the pub opened so you could go in with your bags of shopping, put them down and get a drink? Also, I want to cover the way we think um, about food, because a lot of food is cooked in alcohol. You know, I know me myself when I stopped drinking, I used to go out of my way to make sure that there was no alcohol in the food. Not that it would do anything to me. If I was at a restaurant and something was cooked in wine, I wouldn't have it. Not because it would do anything to me, not that it would set a craving off in me, because they do say that most of the alcohol is burnt out of it, is cooked out of it. But it's what it does psychologically to my addictive mind. I know that because I've done this years and years ago when I stopped drinking. What I decided to do one year, I'd cut all alcohol out of all food. When I buy food, I used to pick it up and see what were in contents, even as far as going toothpaste and mouthwash, making sure that it was alcohol free, no ethanol in it. But what I used to do and what I did one year was, I knew that trifle at Christmas time has sherry in it, or a lot of trifle has sherry in it, and I used to avoid it. But then this one year I decided, oh no, I've been sober X amount of months or a couple of years or 3 years or whatever, I'll just have a trifle. And yes, it did absolutely nothing to me. I couldn't even taste the sherry that were in it. But what it did psychologically in this mixed up head of mine, my head started thinking, well, you've had a sherry in that trifle. Yeah. How's about having a shandy? Lemonade and beer mixed up. That won't affect you. And I know what that did, because that's how I started drinking after 10 years. Going up to the bar and getting a shandy, then going back up for another shandy and coming back with a triple Jack Daniels and Coke. So what I'm saying is we've got to be really careful. You know, I strongly advise that when you stop drinking, get rid of the alcohol out of your house. I know there's always a lot of people have drinks cabinets in case people come round. But what I did, I poured it all away. Some people say, give it to your friends, give it to a friend that drinks. No, that's no good, not in my mind, because my mind is very clever. If ever I wanted a drink and they wanted any in the house, I'd go round to that person's house knowing that they'd got all my booze in there, and I'd get talking to them and drink. So what I do is I pour it away, and if anybody is coming round, once I feel settled in my sobriety, if anybody is coming round, I'll get enough drinking for them just to have a drink. You know, because we live in a drinking society. People do drink. And just because we don't drink doesn't mean everybody's got to stop. I mean, I'm lucky, Vicky, my partner, she doesn't drink. She's laid off it. Not that she was an heavy drinker anyway, but she's laid off it. Basically because I'm not drinking. She doesn't even go out for a cocktail with her friends now. You know, and getting back to it, you've got to change your routines, the routines that you had. Like, if you get a train home from work, don't sit in the bar area, don't sit where the bar is in the train, which is one of the things that I've done before. Or if you get on a train, don't when they come round serving the sandwiches and cups of tea and coffee, don't ask for a drink, keep away from it. If another thing, like if you play golf, change the times you play golf. Play golf before the bar opens in the golf club. Instead of going at 11 o'clock, so you finish your round of golf at 1 o'clock. You know, go at 8 o'clock, 8:30 in the morning. Have your round of golf, so you've got your physical health you're working on it, and you're coming away before the bar even opens. You've got to change all these things you've got to think about. Because if we don't think about them, they're very crafty. It will get into our brain, and our brain, our addictive mind, will pick up on that. We won't notice it, but our brain will. And it knows exactly what's going on. And it knows that if we go play around the golf at 11 o'clock, by the time we finish at 12:30, everybody will be sat outside or inside having a drink. Oh, I'll just have one, it won't harm me. One's not too bad. Oh, aye, it's the first drink that gets you drunk, not the second or the third or the fourth. If you don't have the one drink to start with, you can't get drunk. People often say to me, how much did you drink, Dave, before you got drunk? I'd say just 1 pint. What do you mean just 1 pint? I said, well, 1 pint. If I don't have that 1 pint, I can't get drunk. So it's the first pint that gets me drunk, not the 7th, the 8th, the 12th, the 15th. It's the first pint that gets me drunk. Sorry I'm rambling a little bit here. I've had a very busy weekend. We've had grandson all weekend, bless him. So that's why I haven't been on as often. I put 2 videos out this morning, and then we've been busy, and I just put one out now. I am going to try and get into a routine where I can do a video, like say in the morning early, do one midday, and do one at tea time, and maybe one at night time. Just depends how I feel or whether I've got time. You know, whether I can fit it in. I hope I can. You know, because I hope this is helping somebody, or somebody's just listening to me now and just thinking through it, just clicking things in the mind. But it's good for me. It's good for me just talking, because it's bringing it back into my mind and it's making me aware again. So as I say, change your routines if you need to. Change your routines. You know, don't go to the gym at whatever time when you used to go and you associate it with having a drink. When the children go to bed on the night and you used to pick up a drink after they'd gone to bed, go to bed early. Go to bed earlier than what you would do. You know, and if you used to start drinking at 6 o'clock at night, at 6 o'clock, do something. Go for a walk. If you've got a dog, take your dog out for a walk. Read a book. Do anything. You know. Anyway, I think I've touched on a few things there. I have, for me, it's reminded me of some things, because I've got to be wary. Got to be wary all the time. Anyway, I hope you're all okay. I hope you're enjoying this bank holiday. You know, it's bank holiday Monday tomorrow. I hope you're all good, and I hope all your families are all okay. Anyway, thank you. Good night.